Homestead dream.
I've been keeping a secret and I wasn't sure. I'm still not really sure if this will go to air or not, but since I am a homesteader, there's this one thing that's always kind of in the back of my mind that I should be able to make homemade bread, right? That's just what homesteaders do. Never been that great of a baker, but I'm gonna try it. So for about a week now, I've been doing this starter stuff, and it's grown and done all the things, you know, that you have to do. And so now I'm gonna go check the dough and see. It said keep it in a warm place, and I have a room back here that we don't use that's warm. And voila, it did like triple in size, so I guess that's a good sign. I keep reading all these things and they always start with simple and easy and all that kind of stuff. This has been a lot of work to get it to this point and I'm still not sure that it's going to work, but we're gonna try it. And hopefully I'm going to do a little more research and see. So here's the recipe that I'm following, and it says beginner sourdough bread recipe, and it has been, you think it's going to look like that? No. We'll see. All right, well that sits again. We'll see what the next steps are. I've got this really nice Dutch oven. I think it'll be good for making the bread in. I haven't used it in a hot minute. Let's see what it says. Okay, remove dough right before baking. Place on a piece of parchment paper. Okay. So, I think that's all the next steps. Carefully transfer into the, oh, I gotta get this hot, so yeah. Okay. Like I said, I gotta find a different recipe, because then I don't know. I mean, if you gotta keep this starter thing going, I mean, I can't eat a loaf of bread every day, so I gotta do a little more research on this. It's one of those silly things, you know, that I got stuff everywhere. It's messy. And it's long and complicated. Well, let me take that back. I don't know that it's complicated. There's just a lot of steps to it. But I feel like if I'm gonna be a true homesteader, you know, living off the land, self-sufficient, I gotta be able to make bread, right? So, wish me luck. I thought since I have starter and all, I might as well double down. I've got the other loaf over there rising, so I'm gonna try to make something here. It's called sourdough sandwich loaf. I need a cup of the active starter, or 240 grams. Alright, got everything that I need already measured out. The starter, the flour, sugar, salt, water, butter, everything, and then the bowl. And then it also called for some yeast. Let me start reading and see what we're supposed to do. Combine the sourdough discard, water and flour into the bowl. Discard, water, and flour. Mix until it forms shaggy dough. Shaggy? I guess that looks shaggy. Looks pretty shaggy. Alright, leave dough to rest for 30 minutes. So now we're going to add the salt, the sugar, and butter. Okay, knead the dough for around 3 to 6 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 6 minutes.
Second timer, 6 minutes, starting now. Dough to be elastic, silky, and slapping the side of the bowl. Okay, now you need to let the dough rise. Leave it for around an hour.
You want it to double. Okay, let's go. I'm going to take it into that warm room and let it rise. I got to put it in a hot Dutch oven. The Dutch oven is in the oven. I got to get it out. Oh. Put the parchment paper in there. And put the lid on it. Bake for 20 minutes. Bake it like that with the lid on for 20 minutes at 500, which is really high. And then we take the lid off. Sandwich loaf. So it says to take it out and we'll shape it. Folding it in to itself. Gently let's see, fold each side of the dough into the middle, then roll the dough into a tight log. Okay. Once the dough is shaped, gently place it into the buttered loaf pan. Leave the dough to rise until it's to the rim of the pan. It'll take another hour. Okay. So now we wait another hour. Need to take the lid off and reduce the temperature to 475 and bake it for another 20 minutes. Oh God, that's hot. Woo. Alexa, set timer for 20 minutes.
Second timer, 20 minutes, starting now.
And then maybe by the time this is all done, it'll be time to put that loaf in. What are my takeaways so far? One, it takes a lot of time. I mean, I've been working on this all day long. It's just do something, wait an hour, do something, wait 30 minutes, do something, wait 2 hours. So I can see just from this experience that it would be good to set aside just a specific day. Like, you know, Wednesday is going to be the day that I do my baking, because if you continue to do this, it literally takes all day. And I need to find some simpler recipes. I know I've just searched just a little bit while I've been waiting in between, and I did find some that weren't as extensive as the one that I did here. Now I think over time, just like anything, repetition it would probably get easier over time. And if you did it maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, probably in my case once every 2 weeks, because we don't eat that much bread. It's only 2 of us. But I mean, I guess if it's any good, I can give it, you know, to other family members. But anyway, my takeaways are that I still have some learning to do for sure. But we've got that in for another 20 minutes. Letting the sandwich rise for, I don't know how much time it has left on that. Probably another 30 minutes for it to rise. And so here we go, taking another break. Trying to fit chores in between. But I can't leave the house. I can't go outside and do anything because I have to be in here when these timers go off, because I have to. So that's been the learning curve for me, because I don't like to be tied inside the house. So